Alright, in this video we are going to solve equations that will either be given radicals or rational exponents, which you know they're interchangeable. So you could always change from one to the other, but I'm going to keep each in the form that they're in. Okay, so first thing you have to do is isolate the radical. So we have to add 2 to each side. So I have square root of 6 minus 3x equals 0 plus 2 is 2. Now, to undo a square root, we're going to square both sides. So let's square it. Parentheses, squared. You do the same thing to both sides of the equal sign. Square. Well, when we square a square root, it just cancels out the square root. So I'm left with 6 minus 3x equals 2 squared is 4. Okay, then I subtract 6 from each side, and I have negative 3x equals 4 minus 6 is negative 2. Divide each side by negative 3. I have x equals a negative divided by negative is a positive, so we have 2/3. Okay, you can always check it by plugging this into the original. Keep in mind, on occasion, especially when you have multiple radicals, not as much when you have a single, you can get what's called an extraneous solution. What does that mean? It's one where if you plug in the answer, it won't work. This one will give you an answer. You generally will have that if you have a lot of times more than one radical, which we'll do in another video. Okay, now solving this one, we're going to first of all subtract 3 from each side because we need to isolate this because this is our radical or our rational exponent. All right, we're left with 4 minus x to the 3/2 power equals 11 minus 3 is 8. Now, to undo this, we want to raise to the reciprocal of 3/2. Well, the reciprocal of 3/2 is 2/3. Okay, so if I raise this to the 2/3 power, do the same thing to the other side, raise to the 2/3 power. What happens here is power to a power. You multiply your exponents and you get 1. So you're left with 4 minus x to the first power. That's pretty cool. Now, I can take, this means the cube root of 8 squared. I can either square the 8 first and then take the cube root, or I could take the cube root of 8 first and then square it. If I square 8, I get 64. The cube root of 64 is 4 because 4 times 4 times 4 makes 64. I could look at it at a different angle. I could say the cube root of 8 is 2, then square that. 2 squared is 4. So either way, I'm still going to get 4. Okay, so I have 4 here. Now I'm going to subtract 4 from each side. And you notice something. I have negative x equals 4 minus 4 is 0. Dividing by a negative 1, we get x equals 0. Yes, 0 can be an answer. Okay. So this is our solution. Alrighty, have a great day.